Meanwhile, Mojito is going down in his underwear to clean up solo cups. The Sims is so unhinged sometimes, I swear. We have a child in his underwear who's gonna clean up the solo cups that the adults are leaving around. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Heathwyn and we are back today to play some more of the Whimsy Stories Legacy Challenge. And we are on our third generation with our sim Elizabeth, who has had a lot of drama going on with her. She's living in this rundown apartment in San Myshuno, and pretty much every time we play, there is some sort of catastrophic incident that happens in the apartment. We've moved her out of the one apartment she lived in, so she's not getting toxic mold piles, but I swear something goes wrong every single time we play. In the last episode, there was another explosive malfunction in which the stove exploded and caught the apartment on fire. I've lost track now the number of times that has happened. We also celebrated Winterfest with Elizabeth and her son Mojito, and Elizabeth started dating Robbie Rowan. And they've had a bit of conflict between the two of them. Shortly after they started dating, Robbie asked to move in with Elizabeth, and Elizabeth was kind of like, whoa, 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 that's too fast. And then he got upset with her. And so there's been some conflict. So they are dating, but it's not the best. Let's come over into our game. It is New Year's Eve. Elizabeth is in the culinary career. She has to max the mixology arm of that. And even though it's New Year's, I think that she would have to work because usually people in the restaurant industry, they don't really get holidays off, especially holidays like New Year's that are kind of big holidays. So she is going to go into work. Hopefully she can get promoted. She's only level 5 of the career right now, and it's really been a struggle getting her promoted. She also has to complete the serial romantic aspiration, so she needs to have one more boyfriend or girlfriend, and I think that will be the last one. I think she will end up settling down with that one a little bit. You know, she's had a lot of different boyfriends and girlfriends. You know, she slept with 3 different Sims all in the same night, and that was how little Mojito here came to be. In fact, they the Sims she all slept with were on the last New Year's Eve, and here we have the byproduct of that, Mojito, who will be our Gen 4 Sim. Elizabeth is non-committal, outgoing, and clumsy, and she had a romantic self-discovery moment that we went with because it did make sense for her. All right, Mojito has come up to her and said, I got a present that I think is dumb, and I want to trade it with a friend or give it back. Can I do that? And Elizabeth, though, even though she's not been the best parent, I think she would say that the present was for you. You should be grateful. You should, learn to be, grateful because, they didn't have to get that gift for you. Maybe it was a Winterfest gift. That nice bit of small talk from Mojito has Elizabeth thinking, sometimes the simpler things in life are worth appreciating. Even basic conversations that don't go too deep can be nice. Would you say that Elizabeth embraces the ordinary and likes small talk? I mean, sure, she likes to go out with people, so maybe she would like small talk. So since it is New Year's Eve, let's go ahead and have her set a New Year's resolution. Oh, that's right. The other thing, we discovered she has hypertension as well, which is kind of funny because both her grandfather and her mother died of heart attacks. Well, Ren died of a heart attack like 3 times, and we brought her back to life every time because we weren't done with Ren yet. But her grandfather, he did die and did not come back. So I think let's have her resolution be get promoted. I mean, surely she has to get promoted within the next sim week, right? We can set one for Mojito as well. In our last episode, he completed the Creative Genius aspiration. That was one of the new childhood aspirations that came with growing together. So he is now an idea person. And now he has the Artistic Prodigy aspiration. He currently is an A student, so he can't really get much better in school. Let's see what we can set for a resolution for him. Become a better student, complete an aspiration milestone, or raise up a skill. Let's complete an aspiration milestone. That should be easy enough. He just wants to draw one more picture while inspired. Now, I think that with it being New Year's and Elizabeth has to work, she has to work until 10 p.m., but I think that she'll go out after she gets home from work. Like, I think that she would go out. One of the things we have to do still with her is max her mixology skill. She's currently level 7. Maybe we'll have her come downstairs here and she can make some drinks. We've got Valerie Arnold, who's her cousin. Maybe we'll come and she can make some drinks. And she needs, kind of needs to do that anyway for her daily task for her career, which hopefully helps her get promoted. Mojito doesn't really have any friends his own age. Maybe while his mom is at work, we can like send him off to the park or something and he can meet some kids. It's kind of hard for him because, you know, he doesn't get a ton of attention from his mom. He's kind of been on his own. He wears a lot of like mismatched clothes and hand-me-downs because they don't have a lot of money. It's really been a bit of a struggle. Like he's eating cake for breakfast because that's what's in the refrigerator. Now, Mojito is going to be in the interior decorator career and he's going to be like a designer and things like that, which is why we've chosen some of the more creative outlets for him. Meanwhile, Mojito is going down in his underwear to clean up solo cups. The Sims is so unhinged sometimes, I swear. We have a child in his underwear who's going to clean up the solo cups that the adults are leaving around. Elizabeth is making some drinks. I don't know, she's like getting her skills up because it is New Year's. She probably figures that even though she's a line cook, maybe she'll have to fill in at the bar to help out because it's kind of the time where that's what people do. All right, Elizabeth has reached level 8 of the mixology skill. She's learned some new recipes and she can now share mixology secrets with other Sims. So this is good for her. She is getting pretty good with like her fancy tricks and the things that she does with her bottles while she's mixing her drinks. She's not dropping things nearly as much as she used to. She's definitely getting better at this. Let her go. Lots of flourish with her drink making, apparently. I think she's just really ready to be done in the kitchen and she really wants to get out and like help on the bar. So she's like really working on trying to impress her boss so that that's the direction she can go. You know, she doesn't want to cook. She wants to make drinks. Oh wait, here's a child. Does this kid live here? Let's come meet this kid. This is Eve Key. Here's Junko Key. Who are you? Where did these people come from? I don't remember moving these people in. But let's come, why don't you meet this kid? She lives here in the apartment complex with you. Where are you going? Go meet the child. Apparently she does not want to be met. She wants to wander off. And once we send her to work, we're gonna let Mojito head off and go to a park and see if he can meet some people his own age, because like right now he doesn't really have any friends. Elizabeth is heading off to work for her line cook job. Oh, Mojito, why are you doing sit-ups in the bathroom? That's gross. Also, that toilet looks disgusting and needs to be cleaned. Who cleans the common spaces? There is a park here in San Myshuno, and since he's just a kid and doesn't really have any other resources, I don't know that he would go on his own outside of the city, but we can send him over here to the park, and hopefully there'll be some kids there. Okay, we have like a kids play area over here, but there's no kids. Honestly, this is really like more a wedding venue at this point, I think, than anything else. Just like a fancy place. There's no kids, like nobody's here. Right, he's back home. That trip to the park was very unsuccessful. Although this girl is in our apartment now. The one that he tried to introduce himself to, but she wouldn't talk to him. Eve. She's in the apartment playing on the laptop. Okay, that's weird. Maybe she'll talk to Mojito now. Be like, hey, you're in my apartment. What's up? Oh, hey, they got a sentiment like right off the bat. Okay. Closer from quality time. All right. She is a multi-unit neighbor. Maybe he can get to know her a little bit. She's a music lover. Okay. Talk about the sunny weather. They can talk about the things that they're interested in. Oh, maybe they could come and play in the treehouse together. Yeah, play pretend. Let's play Space Explorers with Eve. So he's bringing Eve up into his treehouse and he's showing her the thing that they built. He's like, my mom and I built this and Blake helped us. And I like to come up here and play pretend, and sometimes I like to look through the telescope and see the stars. She's like, this is so cool. And so they're playing Space Explorers together. This is so cute. I love the little like the sound that it's doing, these little like space thoughts that are happening. This is so cute. And they've become friends through their imagination, and they're playing together and they're exploring space. He's now feeling playful from treehouse adventures, from playing on the treehouse. Playtime is just more fun on a treehouse. Every moment is an adventure in a tree. It's good that he has now gotten to know another child, and that she lives here in the building is even better. Like, he has someone close by. They've become fast friends. She's really his only friend right now. Hopefully he will get some more as time goes on. Yay! Elizabeth has finally gotten promoted. So now we get to select a branch for Elizabeth. She needs to max the mixology arm of it, so she's going to be a mixologist. A master mixologist knows the ins and outs of various mixers and ingredients to create a drink that makes the shyest sim sit up and take notice. Rewards include the ability to make new, high-quality drinks. So she is now going to be a head mixologist, which is exactly the path that she is wanting to go down. I think she's going to be a lot happier now that she's able to really focus in and pursue that part of her dream. So that does mean she completed her resolution because she got promoted. She's feeling confident. She now works from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. So she's going to be working late nights, leaving Mojito kind of on his own. It is New Year's, so we're going to take her out somewhere with Robbie so that they can celebrate New Year's together. They are going to get out of the city and they're going to head over to Windenburg to the Old Quarter Inn. They're going to head off to a bar, her and Robbie, and then they can watch like the countdown together and they can celebrate New Year's, maybe do a little dancing. Something a little cozier and not quite the club scene that Elizabeth is used to. She's getting older after all. So they are coming in to celebrate New Year's. Elizabeth is dressed for the occasion. She's tired though, but she doesn't care. It's New Year's. She wants to have a good time. This is maybe a little different from her normal scene, but this was where Robbie wanted to go. Maybe they can flirt a little bit. He's like, hey, I'm really glad to be spending the new year with you. I think he's still kind of upset with her not wanting him to move in with her, so he's feeling a bit sad about that. Maybe she can try to brighten up his day and be like, listen, it's New Year's, let's just have some fun. Let's not worry about how things went in the past. You know, let's just celebrate the new year together and then we'll see how things look going forward. Oh, he's yelling at her. He's yelling at her about money. Like, I was trying to help you out, trying to help you save money by offering to move in with you, and you just kind of cast me out, cast me aside. So it's New Year's and she's just wanting to have like fun and have a good time, and he's been yelling at her. Is he leaving? Oh, he's leaving. It isn't even midnight yet and he's left. He was so mad that he didn't even stay to finish the countdown. He just walked out and left her to celebrate New Year's all by herself. I mean, Jacqueline is here and she's a good friend of hers, so I think after they do the countdown, she's probably gonna talk to Jacqueline. To Shuby! Happy New Year! Elizabeth is feeling confident, but I think she's feeling a little bit like obsessed. Oh, and Jocelyn has given her a hug. She's like, I can't believe that he left. We were supposed to celebrate the new year together and he just walked out and left. Apparently Jacqueline is two-fisting it here tonight. And she's decided that she's gonna go ahead and order a drink. She's really upset. Jacqueline is trying to kind of comfort her a little bit through all of this. She's like, I just can't believe that he left. Like, how could he do that? She's like kind of talking to whoever is gonna listen as she's drinking. That she's like, you know, we came out to have a good time. He was upset because he wanted to move in with me and I didn't want to. It's getting really late though. The bar is closing and New Year's is over. So I think it'd probably be best to send Elizabeth home before she passes out in the bar. She's pretty upset about how things went with Robbie. Maintenance day. It's time to spruce up the place. Get fixing and cleaning. You can even call the property owner to help out. I mean, everybody is sleeping in a little bit. It was New Year's. Elizabeth was out late and Mojito stayed up late too. He wanted to stay up until midnight, so he did because his mom wasn't home and he could. Elizabeth, though, has gotten up. She is going to make some French toast for Mojito for his breakfast and for her breakfast. Now, she knows that she's gonna need to confront things with Robbie but she's not quite ready to do it yet. I think she's gonna just kind of let things sit for a little bit and see how things go. Maybe he'll call her and apologize, or maybe not. She does have to work this evening. It's her first day as a mixologist, and I think that's too why she isn't gonna confront him, because she doesn't want to go into her first day on this new job kind of feeling weighed down by that whole negative situation. It's the Festival of Youth. I think maybe we'll have Elizabeth take Mojito to the Festival of Youth once he's done with his picture in here. He's in drawing a picture, which is not going to help him because he needed to be inspired and now he's energized. Well, shoot. Let's take them to the Festival of Youth. I think that it would be good for Mojito. They did have to travel a bit all the way up to Mount Komorebi for the festival. And we're gonna have her give him the blessing of youth, which is important because they get bad sentiments if they forget to. Like, I really hope that you have a good time. I want you to go make some friends, have some fun. And there should be kids here, so he can hopefully meet kid. I say should be. Oh, there is a kid. Raiden Hauta. Okay, come meet Raiden. Let's do a friendly introduction to Raiden. There's a whole bunch of little activity tables that he can try out. There is an ice cream stall. He maybe won't get the ice cream just yet. It is kind of cold. Mojito is like kind of shy, I think. He has a hard time like getting up the nerve to kind of go over and talk to other kids. Like, it took a lot of effort for him to meet Eve, who lives in his building. He kind of has shied away from meeting Raiden, but now Ricky is over here, so he's gonna go and meet Ricky. Here's another kid has shown up. Tinsley Rowan. Oh, I wonder if this is any relation to Robbie. We can get to know him a little bit better. Let's do that. Oh, Mojito just reached social level 8. Oh, Ricky's mean. Okay, maybe come and meet Kinsley. Yeah, Ricky's being kind of mean to Mojito. So maybe we need to meet another friend, Mojito, someone who's a little bit nicer. Oh, here, Alyssa Kealoha. Oh, it's a Kealoha. We have a history in this family of them being friends with Kealohas. I feel like he needs to come and meet this one. So Grove, our first founder, was friends with one of the Kealohas. After her husband died, they became really good friends. And then Ren, our second gen matriarch, she was best friends with a Kealoha. And then Elizabeth has also been friends with a Kealoha. So it just kind of goes to, like, it fits the theme with the whims that he would befriend a Kealoha. Oh, she's sad. I wonder why she's sad. Can we make her feel better, maybe? Let's try to cheer her up for whatever her sadness is. We also should try to get to know her a little bit. He's like, I'm sorry that you are so sad. I don't know if there's anything I can do. I know we just met. Oh, and she's kind of broken down. Oh, and he's kind of not sure what to do with it. Oh, they didn't like it. She didn't like that. Oh, she's lactose intolerant. Okay, so maybe we won't get her ice cream. But, oh, console about death. Somebody did die. Maybe he'd be like, I'm really sorry that you lost someone close to you. That's really hard. She did like that, though. Oh, hey, Mojito has maxed the social skill from all of this talking to other people. I mean, go Mojito. She's still feeling sad, but they're starting to get along with each other a little bit better. And even though he hasn't really done any of the crafts or activities, he has made a new friend. And it is starting to get closer to time for Elizabeth to go to work. So I think we're probably gonna leave the Festival of Youth and go back home. Perimenopause. Elizabeth is undergoing a major life change. While menopause is a period of much change and fluctuation, it can also be a period of renewal and self-awareness. Take good care for the next week. Oh my goodness. She's fine. Elizabeth is going through the change of life. She's not that old. Wait, she's been a young adult for like 5 days. During perimenopause, Sims may experience changes in hormone fluctuations. While these hormone fluctuations are normal, they can cause a sim to experience changes in mood and bodily function, as well as fertility and woohoo. She's not that old! Let's see if we can get Mojito inspired to finish his picture, because he never did finish his picture. And okay, Mojito, come take a thoughtful shower. Get inspired. Elizabeth, I want you to practice making drinks. She is in good shape to go to work. She has all of her tasks completed. She's mixed all of her drinks, but she's going to practice making drinks right now. Also, we're starting to have some money. Like, we've got 6,200 simoleon, which is a drastic improvement from where we were before. So, like, I'm not sure if this is the point where we want to consider upgrading things in the apartment, like, you know, a better stove and fridge. No, it's hard because so many things have gone wrong. Ooh, Mojito is inspired. Okay, great. Come and draw a picture and be quick about it so that you stay inspired and you can complete this part of your aspiration. He's maxed his social skill. He's really close on his creativity skill. He's like not doing too bad. So he will have to max the handiness, the painting, and the photography skill. So those are all things we can kind of start to work on once he becomes a teenager, which will be at the end of the week. So we've got about a sim week left with Mojito as a child, which he should be able to complete this aspiration as well, which considering the way he got life started, I mean, he was an unhappy infant. So the fact that like he's doing as well as he is pretty good. All right, Elizabeth has to go to work. This is her first day as a mixed out. Wait, she's weirded out? A moody one? Oh no. Elizabeth feels all sorts of agitated, but then also sad and restless. These mood swings are so onerous. So she's going to work feeling weirded out. Her first day on a new job, and this is how she's going to work. Oh my gosh. He finished his resolution. He finished that. Now he wants to play with 3 toys. But I don't know if he's done his homework yet. He hasn't. Let's have him breeze through his homework and get that done. He is an A student, so it's not going to take him very long. He is pretty smart. Like, he's done really well in school, which Elizabeth, I think, was also really smart, but she just didn't care, so she didn't really try. Whereas Mojito does care, so he does try. I don't know, maybe in some ways he's trying to be like the opposite of his mom, kind of like Ren and Elizabeth were a little bit opposites and they kind of butted heads. Maybe Mojito is kind of doing the same thing, but it's a little bit more positive for him because he's not like getting himself into trouble and not doing his schoolwork. He's just not wanting to party and whatnot. Elizabeth is home from work, feeling very tense because of her high blood pressure. She is not having any fun and she needs a day off as well as dealing with her perimenopause. She's also exhausted. I think we want to have her have her take her medication for her high blood pressure. We really don't need her dying right now, so we'll do that, try to get that under control. Let her go to sleep. Hopefully that'll help. Maybe she needs to get into like a bit of an exercise routine to kind of help with that high blood pressure. Well, Mojito has maxed his creativity skill before he's even gone to school for the week. He needs to play with one more toy, so let's let him play with this helicopter. Maybe don't go dancing. We'll finish off this part of his aspiration. Elizabeth is just starting to wake up. She is still feeling very tense from her high blood pressure and because she needs some fun. Can she take more medication? She can. Let's have her take some more medication. Now she's flirty though because of her romantic trait and she's ready for action. She took her medication. Her blood pressure is still high. Maybe after she eats, we need to have her go to the gym. Ooh, maybe not the gym. Maybe we go to a spa and she does some yoga and that could maybe help lower her blood pressure, kind of calm her down a little bit. Might not be a bad idea. She does need to confront Robbie about everything that happened, but with her blood pressure high, I don't know if now is the right time to do that. But maybe we just need to pull the trigger and get it done. And then she will have to go do some yoga to calm herself down. All right, Robbie is here. So let's have him come in. And she's gonna ask him, she's gonna be like, why did you leave? You just left on New Year's. Like, and he's like, I don't know how you can be asking me this. After what you did to me, you just completely cast me aside. I wanted to move in with you, and you said no. And she's like, because we had just started dating. I thought it was too soon. He's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear it. You just talk about it being too soon. Oh, it wasn't too soon to start to be serious, but it was too soon for me to move in. And she's like, yes, it was. That's a big step. I have a son. I have someone I have to think about. Oh, he's stomping off again. He's like, that's it. I'm leaving. And Elizabeth is going out here and she's like, you know what? This is over. If you can't respect me and my boundaries, then we're done. We are no longer in a relationship. It is time for you to go. I am done with you. And he's angry and upset. She's feeling happy because she's single again. She's, you know, not really into a long-term commitment. She's furious with him because one, he left her on New Year's. He got so upset about them not moving in together, and then she tried to make it up to him. They tried to go out and he just left. So she is furious with him. He's feeling deeply wounded because he doesn't understand what he did. He seemed to think that he was entitled to move in with her and he didn't have to respect her boundaries. So he's playing the victim, even though he was the one who was disrespecting Elizabeth. And for all of her flaws and faults, she really does know her sense of self, and she was not ready for this, and he was trying to force it anyway. I think with that, we're gonna like let her go off to the spa and kind of do a little bit of yoga, try to decompress a little bit. We'll head over to Newcrest to the spa there. So she's come to the spa. She is going in. She's gonna wait and see if a yoga class starts, but for right now, she's just gonna kind of try to do some yoga herself. You know, she's feeling angry. It was a no-win scenario from both sides losing an argument. She's feeling moody, and this is helping with that. Her hypertension seems to be under control, but she's just gonna kind of do these yoga practices, and maybe this is something that she will get a yoga mat and she can start working on this for herself and just kind of doing this for herself. There's a brain boosting yoga class. Let's have her join that. She's not very good. She's doing yoga with shoes on. But it's not about being good. It's about the mindfulness. It's about the relaxation. It's about just trying to keep that blood pressure low, kind of focusing on your body and your breathing. So while she's not the greatest at the yoga, it's still benefiting her. Oh no, the hypertension is back. Oh, she's falling over. Me. Maybe yoga's getting to be a little bit stressful. All right, her yoga class is over. She's feeling focused from improving her posing. Now she's been out of shape from a yoga class. So, you know, her first time around it was maybe a little bit rough, but maybe this is something she keeps working on. But she does have to work, so we should have her probably go home, take a shower, get ready to head off to work for the day. But she is heading off to work. Mojito is up here working on his homework, and I think with that, we are going to wrap up this episode here for today. So Elizabeth has broken things off now with Robbie. She's back to being single. She does have to have one more boyfriend or girlfriend. There is the possibility of Blake. Blake lives downstairs. He has always kind of been there. He's been a good support for her and Mojito. She has amazing compatibility with him. They have a romance bar. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what you think about maybe them ending up together. Not getting married, but maybe he kind of calms her down with her non-committal attitude and she starts to kind of settle into something a little bit more comfortable with him. You know, maybe that helps her get grounded. It certainly would be another support person for Mojito because he hasn't had that in Elizabeth. It hasn't been consistent. Occasionally she's there, but then she's not there. So let me know what you think about that one. I think in the next episode, we will definitely wrap up that aspiration for her. And then it's just a matter of maxing her mixology skill and then maxing her career. And that will be it for her. And then we can shift our focus towards Mojito. I don't know if we'll get to his birthday in the next episode or not. We might not. But thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!